That is the second one born yesterday. She's getting around good. I didn't see her eat, but I think she's had a poop or two, so she should have had something go in to make something come out. Oh yeah, that's the one you got to see part of her getting born. This is the other one that was up eating at the time. We're not sure how her sight's doing. Number 2 moved him in here and kind of thinks her sight's not the best, which generally means a lack of thiamine. She hasn't got her shots yet. I'm thinking of throwing some thiamine in with it. It ain't gonna hurt her. Then she'll hopefully one shot and she'll be better. We had one a few years ago that kind of went blind after the fact and out on pasture, and you're like, well, how come she's wandering the other direction? Because she couldn't see anybody. We had her in for almost a month, giving her a shot like every other day, hoping to God that she'd be able to see. Oh, and yeah, over there, that all got it bedded yesterday. This still hasn't. It's once you get past that cow there, it's actually pretty dry in there. Up here by the feeder is pretty squishy, but I don't care how many bales you put there, all it's going to do is squish through. And they're kind of staying out of the hump hole over here, which is a good thing. A couple of them are still laying in here, but stinking humps get up like that, and it's not good to have them in it, but they got to be in here to get out to that feeder. And I wasn't thinking, that hay there's good hay. It's old, but it's good. Some of it might have got sprinkled on. We were kind of trying to remember how that year went. I think some of this is 3 years old, and there might be a little bit that might be 4 years old. 4-year-old stuff, I know some of that field got rained on. But they've been getting this. Here, maybe there you can see a better difference. It's kind of hard. What I'm standing on is some of last year's better stuff, and it don't look that much different, but they notice the difference. But I'm saving what's left of this for in the maternity pen, which is going to probably run out the rate we're going. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. They just take longer to eat it. But I still put 6 bales out there last night, and should have only put 5 since we took a couple more out. Hey, dog toy. Yeah, it's one of those tied up ropes. They like to bring it up here and set it by the feeder. Then it gets in the feeder. Then it gets knocked out of the feeder, and you find it in the manure. Freaking critters, anyway. But yeah, I wasn't really coming to show you the babies so much. But there again, see? And there's still 2 others in here yet. The sick mama and that big pain in the butt. She's got cone teats. She's been milked out 3 times, and that calf's only 4 days old. And then the rest of these girls, hopefully they'll freshen up here pretty soon. I like it when the vet's wrong in my favor. We don't want to be calving out through June. It's way too long. Isn't it, Snickers? She knows. She's been around here. She knows that we always used to be a 60-day, maybe a 70-day calving season, and 80 calves in 60 or 70 days. I like that. This 42 or 43, whatever we're going to have this year, spread out over 5 months, is ridiculous. But circumstances beyond our control. It happens. Happens to everybody, so don't let anybody lie to you about it. Now, I've been meaning to do a few shout outs. This is actually my second attempt here. First one I went way too long. I was hoping for a 10-minute video, if that. And I was at 18 minutes, so I said screw it and dumped it. But some quickies. BCP, Farm and Trucking. He's Canadian, runs a little hotshot trucking deal, and makes some panels and that kind of thing like Straight Pipe Acres does, and runs a few of them black cattle. He ain't afraid of his cows. He's got a couple of them he watches, but for the most part, they're pretty good. Martin Benton. He drives truck for a living. Does a little farming. Kicking the butt. Funny man, good man. He can use some more subs. He's got 72. BCP Farm and Trucking's got 126. They're getting there. They're climbing. One, I think I shouted him out before. Of course, all these guys I have for the most part. Dustin Adams. He's only got 16 subscribers, folks. I'm not sure what all he does. He's got some cattle. Seems to do pretty good with them. Seems to know what he's doing. So, you know, I've learned a couple things watching his videos. I don't know everything. Nobody does. You always got to learn something. And next one here, I'm waiting. He's supposed to have his third video out last weekend, and it hasn't come up yet. He says, "Oh, my internet sucks." Yeah, it must be some down under thing. His toilet swirls backwards too. Murphy Law. He's got 33 subs, 2 videos out. We're still waiting for that third one. It's supposed to be out, Murphy. He's my favorite stalker. YouTube used to put him in jail so much it wasn't funny. He'd say hi to me on 3 or 4 videos in a row and it wouldn't be there. I'm like, where's Murphy at? Go look. They threw him in spam. It's like, really? They do that with Klein Farms Incorporated too. Poor Cameron, every time he leaves me something, it comes up and says it's there and it ain't there, so I got to go bail him out of YouTube jail. Gets kind of pain in the butt. I wish YouTube would figure it out. New channel to me. I've seen the guy for a while. Chatted back and forth on a few other channels. Valley View Acres, another one of those Canadian cattle ranches. They only got 13 subs. I think they got about a half a dozen videos out. They haven't been doing it very long. Looks to be pretty good. And I had an interesting one today. This kid that made a comment. Nice comment. We talked back and forth a little bit. While I was checking his channel out, because I do that. If I see, somebody new, I usually check their channel out if I got a minute or two. And I watched a couple, little bits of a couple of videos, and I did watch his most current video. And he's kind of being down on himself a little bit because he doesn't have very many subscribers. He's been at it for 2 years. As of today, he has 80 subscribers. What he does really isn't my thing. It's a gaming channel, but one thing that kind of sparked my interest is it says in his about that, if anybody, got to have somebody to talk to him. He's more than happy to help somebody out. I don't know where the kid is for sure. Hear a little accent there. Kind of sounds like maybe he's in the UK. Don't quote me on that. If I'm wrong, hey, correct me. The Slayer 300 Gaming is his channel name. The with a little dash line underneath. Slayer 300 altogether and gaming. Well, I told him I'm into supporting anybody. A kid doing something, yeah. Even somebody that has a clue and is doing a good job with what they got, yeah. I told him gaming's just not my deal. It doesn't mean I won't watch his channel. That doesn't mean I won't subscribe and I won't like stuff, because I will. I'm equal opportunity that way. Everybody needs a little boost. I've gotten my boost already at 9 minutes. I better hurry. I got people like Andy Detweiler. He's given me quite a few boosts. And he's doing pretty good, by the way, people. He's still going through treatments. But he's staying active. He's gaining a little weight back up now, which is a good thing. That'll help him get through stuff quicker and easier. Yeah, my brain goes dead when I do this stuff. South Saskatchewan farmer. I've been watching him quite a while. He's given me some boosts. Straight Pipe Acres. He's up there in Canada too. Rockin' Robbie's Roadhouse. Robbie's always good for a shout out. You know, if you haven't checked those guys out, check them out. They're good channels, good people. Yeah. Reason for doing this stuff is, hey, educate people a little bit. I don't know everything, like I said, so, I watch channels and I learn. I've learned quite a bit from those guys, different ways the farming happens across the world. I look at what they do and go like, wow, there's no way we can do that here. But it works there. Kind of like they wouldn't think about taking a cover crop disc and working something over with it 3 or 4 times to get it worked up enough to plant it. They might run a disc over it once and run a harrow over it and plant it. So, anyway, I know there's more I should mention. I've gotten more shout outs than that. Oh, Burning Dinosaurs was a good one too. And Chris Losley, that Oliver guy he put on the front of that now, screwed me up when he did that. I'm like, what the? Oh, yeah, it's Chris. They do their thing, but it's about having fun too. Chris is pretty good at showing stuff off. His family used to be the Oliver dealer where they're at, and he still has some inventory and pretty much all Oliver and White equipment. A wealth of knowledge for somebody that needs to know anything about any of that stuff, whether it's rebuilding an engine or working on a old White or Oliver chopper or whatever. If he doesn't know it off the top of his head, he's got the resources to find you the answers. And that's what it's about. Okay, that's just over 12 minutes. That's enough. So, hey, if you haven't checked them other guys out, check them out. Give them a like if you do. There's no sense in stopping in to watch a video if you don't hit the like button. If it's something you really, really hate, I mean, you can always hit the thumbs down, but YouTube looks at that the same as they look at a like, so I'm told. So it all counts toward, hey, somebody watched that channel and they interacted. Leave a comment. That's always great too. That counts up more. And it is nice to visit with people on here. I do my best to keep up. And I know some of the bigger channels, they can't keep up. And that's just the price of having that many subscribers. But anyway, hit the like, subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment. And like YouTube says, be nice with your comments. Don't be like the jerk was the other night. I've had a few chats with some people about that. If this was 25, 30 years ago, yeah, I'd have gone on a road trip. And I'd probably hurt my hand, but I'd still be standing. You don't say crap about my kids. You don't say crap about my family. Especially the crap he said. A couple of you know what he said because I screenshotted it and sent it to you. The rest of you, yeah, you don't know. The ones that do know, they know me fairly well. Otherwise, I wouldn't have sent it to them. And pretty much all of them said they'd jump in the pickup with me and go pay the guy a visit. Yeah, I've mellowed with age. Probably a good thing. Keeps me out of jail. Between that and coffee and chew. And an occasional whiskey. I don't drink as much as I used to, but hey, whiskey's still good. That's why there's one named after it around here somewhere. Just not that one or that one. All right, that's enough. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all have a good day.